Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Tribute Talk. Today I am doing an online seminar for entertainers in general, particularly those who are celebrity impersonators, tribute artists, or lookalikes. And today's seminar is called, Are You a Lazy Entertainer? I want to talk about some things that a lot of people are lacking in their profession. Now, a lot of people get by without doing all of these things, and that's great. But imagine all of the work you could get if you crossed all of these T's and dotted all of these I's. They aren't hard to do. A couple of them require a little bit of an investment, but not much compared to what the rewards are. Imagine if you get paid $500 for a gig. I'm just throwing a number out there. $500 for a gig, and you're getting 2 gigs a month at $500 each. Let's say that you spend $200 and you end up getting an additional gig per month. Well, you're $300 ahead for that first month. After that, you're $500 ahead each month, each additional month. So these are some things you can do. Some of them will cost a little bit. Some of them will cost nothing, but it's worth the legwork to get it in there and get it done. The first thing I'm going to mention is, do you have a professional picture? The key word here is professional. I'm sure you have a picture. I'm sure somebody took a picture of you at a gig. Maybe you took one in your home somewhere with a sheet up against the wall. That's fine. But now there are so many things, there are so many apps now where you can erase the background, you can put a new background in, spend a little time, and make your picture look professional. The best thing to do is actually get professional pictures, because that is going to put you head and shoulders against your competition. Now, a lot of times you're not really in competition with anybody. You just want to look professional. Because believe me, when people are looking to book entertainers, they look through pictures. A lot of times it's online now. And if they don't see a professional picture, then they don't think you are being serious about what you do, and they may not be interested in booking you. Are there people out there who are going to look at your picture and go, I think I can offer them $150? Yes, there are going to be people who do that, but my guess is you want to make more money than that. The next thing is professional video. Once again, I have seen so many people, I call them up and I'm like, do you have video of you performing? And they're like, yes. And they'll say, I just had one the other day. God bless him, good friend of mine. But he said, go to YouTube and search me and find my video there. I don't want to have to search you. It's really easy to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to give you an example. You can start a YouTube channel that says that the address is youtube.com/Greg Thompson, or Neil Diamond tribute, if that's what you do, or Dolly Parton tribute, if that's what you do. Make your channel and put all of your videos up there so that when the person is looking to book you and they say, do you have video? You could say, yes, go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Larry King impersonator. Whatever it is, it's really easy to do. Spend some time on it. The next thing is get your rate together, please. The craziest thing for me to deal with, one of them, is when I call an entertainer and I say, hey, I got a gig for you on January 23rd from 7 to 9 p.m. or whatever. I give you the details and I say, what is your rate? And the entertainers say, I don't know. What do you think I could get? I don't know. I don't care. I don't care what your rate is. But be reasonable about it. Of course, you're going to want to get $10,000. Who wouldn't? But let's be reasonable. What is a reasonable rate? And figure out your rate and stick with it. And you don't have to guess. Stop playing the guessing game. How much money do they have? And everybody says, oh, I always ask them what the budget is. They're not going to tell you what the budget is. If they do, it's rare. I do have a way of getting that information, and I will share that with you, but don't ask them their budget. what that tells them is that you are flexible in your rate. And if their budget is high, then that's what you want. And they are going to try their best to get you at the cheapest rate they can. Most people will. And once you say, what's your budget? Tells them right off the bat, you are flexible in your rate. So say, this is my rate. Get your rate. What should your rate be? We could talk about that. We're going to go into depth on that on another Tribute Talk seminar. But here's the best way to get your rate together. Start locally. Go, I'm going to start with a local rate. If somebody were to call up and ask me to perform in the city that I live in, what would my rate be? Do you have a 15-minute show? Do you have a 30-minute show? Do you have an hour show? Figure out what you're offering and go, it's worth it for me to go out and do this gig for this much money. And that's your rate. That's your starting rate. And you're going to go, yeah, but what if they're willing to pay more than that? Welcome to entertainment. Sometimes you get the big bucks. Sometimes you don't. The main thing is, are you going to get what you feel like you are worth? And if you go, well, I don't want to pass up those $150 gigs, well, that's up to you. But don't look to anybody to come up with your rate. You have to figure out what your rate is. Also, you need a description of your act. Write it up and have it ready to send to somebody so they can, in a paragraph, just 3 or 4 sentences tops, describe what you do. I will give you an example. Greg Thompson, Austin Powers impersonator. Greg Thompson is one of the best impersonators of Austin Powers in the business. He not only has the look, he has the walk, he has the talk, he has the moves and the grooves. He is perfect as a master of ceremonies or for walk-around meet and greet with photo ops. Greg is one of the most professional entertainers in the business. If you're looking to add spice to your event, call Greg Thompson as Austin Powers. Mine would say something like that, and more than likely it does. Also, websites. Things have changed over the years, but, a good standby is still a good website. It does not have to be 7 or 8 pages in depth. You can have a splash page. That means just one page. They go to your website and all of the information they need is right there. It's got your picture. It's got your video, your professional picture and your professional video. It's got that description of your act. It might have some other pictures of you actually at gigs. It might have some short referrals on there. I hired Greg Thompson at my event and he went above and beyond the expectation and the crowd loved him. From Larry Jackson in Tupelo, Mississippi. It could have some things like that. It does not have to be involved, but it does need to be a place where you can send people and go to my website. More than likely, there should be a link on there to your YouTube channel. And it doesn't have to be YouTube. It could be Vimeo. I love Vimeo. With YouTube, I think I pay a fee for it because I have a few extra bells and whistles on there, but it's easily done. It just takes some legwork. And you may go, I don't know how to do it. Pick up the phone and find out who does know how to do it and who can teach you how to do it. Not knowing how to do it is not an excuse. Social media. I want to talk about social media a little bit. Absolutely get on social media. I mean, it's free. Facebook is free. And if you go, well, I have a TikTok account, I've got a few ideas on that too. But Facebook and Instagram, I have found Facebook is still, I know it's for old fuddy-duddies, and I'm one of those, but it is still the most solid. It is still the most popular social media platform out there. And for me, and for what we do, it's the most versatile. You can have your pictures up there. You can have your videos up there. But I would suggest having a website in addition to your, I would make the social media in addition to your website. And you can put links on there. And that way you can update it all the time. But I would have a website. Should it be agent friendly or not? There's a couple of thoughts on that. If you don't know what agent friendly is, it means there's no contact information on there. And if you're going to make it agent friendly and put no contact information, it's got to have no contact. If you put a link to your social media and they can find you through your social media, that's not agent friendly. A link to your email address is not agent friendly. So make sure it's agent friendly if you want to make it agent friendly. A lot of agents are still utilizing this. And here's the thing. People are going to find your website because you send them to it. Unless you're going to spend a lot of money in SEO, which is search engine optimization, you can make your website agent friendly, and the people who go to your website are going to know how to get in touch with you because you sent them there. And it opens it up for agents to use it. And we'll talk about agents versus direct bookings too, but that will be in another tribute talk. TikTok. TikTok is fun. TikTok, you can get a lot of followers. But unless you are really marketing to that demographic, TikTok is fun. I just don't think, if you are an impersonator of a young celebrity, and I'm talking those, Taylor Swift and Britney Spears, Ariana Grande, and younger, TikTok is not really going to do you a whole lot of good. If you are impersonating younger celebrities, I think it will work for you, and it's a lot of fun. But I just don't have a lot of faith that people on TikTok have the money to call you up and book you. They're going to follow you. You can have lots of followers. And this is not in every case. I mean, look at Pi Duval. She's got a lot of followers, and that works for her. But I wouldn't rely on TikTok to get you bookings. Here's something else that kind of drives me crazy in the business is, do you not have business cards? When you go to an event, when you get booked at an event, or whenever you're going out to dinner, keep your professional business cards on you. This is just some I happen to grab right here. But have them ready to give out. Business cards are not expensive. And here's one for the Sunburst Convention. And just keep them on you. So when you go to gigs, you can give them out to people. Unless you are booked by an agent. Then here's what I would suggest. I would suggest you still get business cards. You can have your picture and your name on it. But on the back, write down the agent's name. And you can do this by, on your printer, do up some labels and put the labels on there. Now, honestly, agents would prefer that you not have your phone number on there. You can even print up business cards with an agent's name. But for you need to have business cards. Have business cards. I'm going to mention it one more time. Have some business cards. That's very important. That's pretty much it right now. I'm going to hit those highlights again. You need a professional photo, a professional video. Set up your channel. Don't just put it up on YouTube. Get your channel. It's not hard to do. Spend a little time or find someone who will show you how to do it. I personally offer seminars on how to do all of this stuff. Get your local rate together. When I say your local rate, make that your base rate. And then when somebody says, no, it's out of town, it's out of state. Okay, here's my base rate, and I need this much extra because I'm going out of town. Generally, when you go out of town for a gig, you're eating up at least 2 days. So keep that. If you're doing a gig locally for $500, then add on that extra time. You can't do it by the hour, but add extra time. For instance, you might say, okay, well, when I go out of town, I'm $1,200 plus my airfare and my hotel, and ground transportation. Anymore, it's just cheaper. Instead of saying plus, taxi or Uber or what, you can do Uber. I just when I go out of town, I like to rent a car. It's cheaper for the client. It's easier for me. I don't have to wait on an Uber unless I'm going out to have a beer. A description of your act. Have a website, please. Social media. Make sure you use your social media. And when you go on social media, make a post every day. Every day. Even if you just say, good Monday morning, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Use your social media. I am getting more and more used to Instagram because more and more people are using Instagram. More and more businesses are using Instagram. And make sure you have your business cards. If you have any other questions, please feel free to call me at 407-226-9088. And you can put your comments down here if you want to. And also follow me and like me here on social media and on my YouTube channel. And remember, I produce the Sunburst Convention of Professional Celebrity Impersonators. And if you are serious about the business, that is the place to be. Whether you've been doing it for 20 years or whether you're starting out or you're somewhere in between, come to the convention, meet people, have fun, get work, be seen. We'll catch you guys later. In the meantime, have a good day and bless your heart in the good way. Thanks. Bye.